Market analysis we spoke about in the previous fragment gives you a general understanding of your clients and their orientations. In order to make a really competitive offer, you need to design an attractive value proposition and to position it among the rest in the market. When facing a task of this kind, I use the model of value layers. According to the model, each product may have 4 layers of value. Each of the layers has different meaning and significance for the clients. The core layer represents a basic product. A product understood and used according to its main functional destination. A chair is a piece of furniture to sit. A pen is a tool to write. A car is a machine to drive. The value here is defined by the capability of the product to perform this main function. At a higher level, we deal with the expected product. It comprises the client's expectations of the product that are traditional for the market. We expect a chair to be strong enough to carry our weight. We expect a pen to be used at least for a month. We expect a car to have electric system built in. The expected product usually represents the level of minimal requirements of the product in the market. Above the expected product, there is a level of augmented product. This is what above expectations. What makes the product attractive and differentiates it from the rest. A chair may bear an elaborate decoration. A pen may be suitable to write on any surface. A car may have an electronic navigation system installed. Augmented product represents something desirable and not common. The upper level is the potential product. It is something that is not present yet on the market, but is strongly desired. It is the characteristics of the possible future product that is going to be successful in the market. This model may help to structure our concepts of value proposition. Product value is inseparably connected with positioning. From this perspective, positioning is a way to differentiate your offer from the rest. There are at least 4 different types of positioning: classic, reverse, breakaway, and stealth. Classic positioning tends to differentiate the product from the specific competitors within the category. The target market consists of an identified segment of consumers within the category. Execution here requires an ability to keep pace with competitive trends by conforming to consumer expectations and behaviors. If successful, the effect on the rest of the category is incremental. Meanwhile, the firm must continue to struggle to differentiate itself from the competitive pack. While classic positioning keeps the accepted rules of the game in the market, the same basic and expected product, the other 3 types are directed to disrupt them. That is why those types are called disruptive positioning. The first example of such a strategy is reverse positioning. Its objective is to differentiate from the category as a whole by defying the rest of the category. The target market consists of consumers disillusioned by certain aspects of the category's identity. Execution requires a willingness to buck competitive trends by defying consumers' expectations in some areas while delighting them in others. If successful, the result is a disruption of the category's existing structure. Meanwhile, the firm establishes itself as a category maverick. The reverse positioning wipes out many expected product characteristics while adding to the augmented product. For example, JetBlue Airlines cut on-board meals, business class seats, reduced luggage admissions, but offered leather seats and personal entertainment systems. Breakaway positioning introduces several product characteristics that are uncommon for the market. The strategic objective is to differentiate from the category as a whole by borrowing from another category. The target market consists of consumers jaded by the category who are ready for something altogether new. Execution requires a commitment to creating new competitive trends by changing the expectations and behaviors consumers bring to the category. If successful, the result is a non-incremental expansion of the category boundaries. Meanwhile, the firm establishes itself as a first mover in a new market space. Breakaway positioning brings new characteristics to both expected and augmented product. For example, iced coffee took the cold temperature from a completely different category of drinks. The last type, stealth positioning, hides the product under the name and the attributes of a product from a different market. The target market consists of consumers who would otherwise avoid the category altogether. Execution requires a commitment to avoid competitive trends by avoiding the negative associations consumers bring to the category. If successful, the result is category redefinition. Meanwhile, the firm lays the foundation for becoming the category builder of the future. Stealth positioning highlights a completely different basic product while keeping almost the same traits of the expected and augmented product. The example is Dove soap, that is positioned to be not actually soap but a synthetic detergent bar. The four positioning types represent the possible playground to design your value proposition. Just ask yourself several questions. How can the product be augmented? Will the people buy the product if the expected value is diminished and several augmentations are offered instead? What can be borrowed from the other categories? To which category is it possible to run away from this spoiled one? These questions will help you to design a truly differentiated value proposition. In emerging markets, there are some peculiarities that one needs to take into account. Let me formulate them as 4 pieces of advice. Number 1. Be value-oriented. Study your clients' needs and orientations. Offer several sets of value. Number 2. Be differentiated. Do not copy the existing propositions. Introduce your own hallmarks. Help people fall in love with your products and your company. Number 3. Be simple and stupid. Make your offer easy to understand and easy to use. Provide better accessibility in mass-growing segments. And number 4. Be market-driving. Don't follow the mainstream. Offer your own categories. The emerging markets are not that inertial as the advanced ones. You may have a good opportunity to lead the market. Let's revert to VBS. As we've seen in the previous fragment, corporate education programs are a segment with high potential. What if we apply the 4 positioning types to the category? Classic positioning leaves us in the typical show program paradigm. In order to be successful here, one needs to attract more famous speakers and produce a brighter impression. Reverse positioning may remove the accepted show pattern and pack an outstanding content into a strict style form. Breakaway positioning may borrow some interactive patterns, for example from reality shows, thus resulting in reality training programs. Finally, the stealth positioning should deny the school offers training programs and reposition them as another category, for example management consulting programs. Pondering over the 4 strategies, we stopped at the last one. We understood that the idea of corporate training and even management consulting was completely spoiled in the market. So we decided to hide our products under the name of organization development programs that are neither training nor consulting products. This let us add value, differentiate from the others, be simple to understand, and drive the market. So let's sum it up. The product value has 4 layers: basic, expected, augmented, and potential product. There are 4 positioning types. Classic positioning adds value to the augmented product. Reverse positioning disrupts the expected product while enforces the augmented one. Breakaway positioning steps aside by adopting some new unusual characteristics. And stealth positioning hides the product within another category. In order to be successful in emerging markets, your product needs to be value-oriented, differentiated, simple, and market-driving. These models and recommendations will help you to design a successful value proposition.